And we're live.
Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all. And we're live.
Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all.
We back.
Yeah.
Flawless victory.
Huh?
Flawless victory.
What do you mean by
It was
that?
a flawless intro.
Oh,
Oh, wait, no. I shouldn't have used flawless victory.
until you said that.
I should have used perfect.
Until you said that.
It was still perfect. What's up, people? How goes it?
What?
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 Who?
Welcome back to another episode of No Rhyme or Reason podcast. We appreciate you taking the time to listen to our dumb banter. And we're going to get right into it. So I heard that you were watching The Adam Project on Netflix.
Indeed.
How did you enjoy it?
Netflix be spending money.
Yeah, we know that.
Like,
Billions and
money.
billions.
I enjoyed it a lot. It made me realize some things about time travel.
Uh-huh.
And
That weren't already time travel trips? Because I didn't recognize anything new about time travel.
no, nothing new. It made me realize about my thoughts on it in general.
Got it.
They definitely, I think, worked in whatever Marvel studio or something, or got the person that worked on their movies, because the CGI of whoever the young girl was,
The deep fake?
yeah,
Yeah.
that was so weird.
So the deep fake of the main villain of the story.
Yeah,
Basically. There's an older version of her and then a younger version of her. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good special effects budget. So they must have spent a lot of money on that.
that's why I was like, yo, I haven't seen that deep fake look semi. It felt like a Take On Me character.
Who?
Take on me, the video. So you know it's all like in that etch style.
I've never watched it.
Oh, you have to watch that video.
No, I don't.
But she had this.
I feel like this is a Seinfeld episode. Well, you gotta watch that. No, I don't.
What do you mean you don't? And then like by the end, like,
Yeah, it's a whole episode about like how you don't have to watch something that somebody suggests.
Look at us, Larry David. That's
Yeah.
a free one.
But boom.
But yeah, so there was just like this weird warm glow or like warmed edge around her, which you could tell was probably like from her sitting in whatever her motion capture thing to do whatever. And her voice, you could tell that they were like trying to work with the waves to
They're trying to pitch correct it, right?
yes. And it was just, I hate that. For one, I work with a Dr. Dre like producer.
I don't know what you mean. It's not my reputation.
And a director.
Oops, I added myself.
And a director who makes me notice things, because immediately it was way too apparent. But I mean, it was still a great movie. Like, Ryan Reynolds is a national treasure.
I don't know how I feel about that comment.
I don't know what to tell you. He just is.
I think Mark Ruffalo was better.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo was in his duffel.
In the duffel.
He was in the duffel. You know, like, Kanae mentioned she was like, I think that this would be a good Father's Day movie. And I was like, it would be.
Yeah. There's a lot of hugs and sads.
But there's also, okay, so I'm going to pose this to you. And it made me mad. We were watching this K-drama on Netflix.
Gosh, get away from me, man. I'm so tired of K-dramas. I'm ready to jump up out of my window. And I'm on the first floor. You
ain't had my life. I've had to watch way more than you have. Trust.
Well, stop. Boycott.
You can't do that when you're outnumbered 2-1.
Yeah. Yeah, put your foot down.
So we watched.
Gotta find a place to hide.
So we watched this one called
Go to the car.
Go to the car.
You've been banished.
Man, listen. You know what's sad about, like, I'm not even a guy who, like, I did not buy my big TV for sports. I bought it all for the gaming.
I want to derail this conversation. Where can guys go for a long time?
I mean, the bathroom. Nope. Oh.
Nice.
New sound alert. This is definitely an if you know, you know.
Right. So, I mean, but yeah, like, you could go to the bathroom. Where else? You could go to your car.
Always the car.
If you have an office, you can use the office.
You're just, why? I feel like you just looked around at my life and you were like, I wonder where Joe would go.
Oh, no. You could, somebody else's house, right? So somebody else's house could be refuge for that. They still heard all of that.
Yeah, I heard it after, and I was like, well, sorry, y'all.
It's fine.
I'm like, I don't know what happened between going to sleep and waking up, but I was not. It's spring.
Still not getting any sleep?
I'm actually correcting a bit better.
Nice.
I think I should have got up at 6 when I, like, was waking up because I had to get up or whatever, but I kind of, you know what's funny? You always end up talking about, like, topics that I removed.
What?
Because as you tangent into that, I was going to talk about, you know, fixing your sleep schedule.
Oh, okay.
But I took it off because I was like, nah.
It's too boring.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys can go in 3 places, basically, to have some refuge.
Ooh, store run.
From K-dramas. Store run? I don't know.
It's the only time where we take advantage of it, where it's just like, we got to get some stuff for dinner. I'll go get it. You know, the offer of, like, because then you get to be in the car, you get to put some music on, you get to walk in the store by yourself. You might grab yourself a reward snack, or something like that.
What's the reward snack though?
The reward snack is we're annoyed about whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Like, I watched this K-drama, I did whatever. I need something to reward myself for the fact that this is, like, not very pleasing to me right now. And it could be, like, for you, it might be...
What are your reward snacks?
Let's see. Some sweet, some chips.
I do like nutty bars.
Do you?
Cookies. Donuts.
Okay, what cookie, though?
Chocolate chip. There is no other cookie.
There are a lot of other cookies.
Get out.
I'm focused, man. Good luck with that, bruh.
Dang, Jay. I almost said that to you by saying chocolate chip is the only cookie. You beat me to it. But yeah, so I mean, we have gotten so far from the Adam Project.
So time travel.
Yeah.
Do you want to try it?
No. That was my ultimate thing, is I realized, like, no.
I wouldn't try it either. But I wouldn't try it because I like all of my particles. And if I time travel and I lose part of my particles.
Yeah, right.
Oh, shit. I don't know what button it is.
Which one are you looking for?
If I lose part of my particles in time travel, that would be detrimental.
Good luck with that, bruh.
Nope. Not the one. I like this guessing game, though.
Yeah.
The new one.
Oh, wait. Why is that still on?
That's what I mean. It's louder than other ones. You know, time travel, lose part of your parts.
Yo. Okay. I see what you did there. Now I'm cued properly. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a true concern.
Now you've given me
That's always a concern.
You've given me the biggest fear that I'd never had with that.
It's always a concern. Aren't you always worried about it?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Bees, sharks,
No. Oh no.
knives, rain.
Wait a minute. What?
I'm naming my fears.
What
when
in
it
the
comes
my
to-
girl has happened to you?
when it comes to my parts?
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's not like it actually happened,
Yeah.
but those are my fears.
Understandable. But for those of you that heard my joke, I apologize.
Curves, right? So like bendy, a little bit too much. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this sound if you keep going down this road.
Anyway, time travel, right? So like, what else are you concretely afraid of, and what snacks were you gonna bring? You're not gonna time travel anyway, so I guess
No. But the biggest thing that I was afraid of is you essentially never get back to your time. Like, whatever your reality is, like, everything is altered and changed. And if you're going by, like...
So if you mess with something in the past, something about your timeline is going to change.
Yeah, like, you've essentially created a multiverse. Like, as many times as we've said, you know, like, the place you go back to is your world. You essentially, like, you changed your life. You know, you've made a different world. Like, your world either no longer exists or exists and you just don't go back to it. Like, look at Trunks in Dragon Ball Z.
Uh-huh.
You know, like, they continued their story in Super, and it's like, bruh, it got even worse to where his whole universe is no longer there.
That's true.
And so...
Trunks did mess it up
Well...
by saving Goku.
You know what? Well, no, because he was still dead.
Huh?
That wasn't
But I mean, he had didn't he have the DNA to actually like make a Goku black? Or
no, how did he do that?
I don't remember.
Oh man, anyway, stupid time travel over there. But this movie, I think, handled it in a way that I've hardly ever seen, where it's like there's just basically saying there's only one timeline that you need to be in, and you know, not knowing all the ramifications and stuff of it. That was pretty good. I like the kid was great. I don't know if Ryan Reynolds wrote his lines or was practicing with him on how to deliver them, but kudos to that kid because he was in that Reynolds pocket of delivery and humor.
What about Zoe?
Listen, it's Zoe, man.
Thanks. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, but long story short, good movie. Your thoughts?
Meh.
Really?
Meh. I wouldn't watch it again.
You got me with the tangential question now of, okay, so name me one good movie from your list.
Oh man, you put me on the spot.
Wow. It's that few?
Yeah.
Whew. Man. Tough critic. See,
Yeah, I am a tough
I
critic.
told y'all it's Dr. Dre on the beat. So next it is So, how was your gaming?
Why are you looking at me like that?
How was your gaming week?
Terrible.
Why? Tell the fans.
I don't think they need to know.
I think they do.
You know what? Matter of fact,
That is the whole crux
let's
of
figure this
this.
out. How is my gaming life?
Okay.
So,
He just pulled out his 3DS.
yeah, so this week has been an interesting week for me. I have attempted to catch Raiku. I say about, let's say 15 times.
Okay.
That requires me to move between 3 different routes at least 10 times. 150 moves, right?
Right.
So, sorry. So while I'm moving between these 3 routes, I said routes before, right?
I can't recall.
It's both. Anyway,
I was just going to say, that's one of those, I've heard it both ways.
I'm moving between these 3 routes, and I have a choice. Once I see it, I don't have enough speed apparently, so I either can use hypnosis, put that little bastard to sleep, but it misses too often. I think because of my speed difference. I think in Gen 2, if you didn't outspeed them, hypnosis fails more often. But that doesn't make sense based off of the rate that like hypnosis is supposed to hit. So I either fail putting him to sleep or fail using mean look, or even if I use mean look, he will roar me away. Or if I use an ultra ball, it just won't stay in the thing. And his health is like this. It's like 15. So I'm really angry about this, that I keep playing this game over and over again. And I'm not getting anywhere with like catching this thing.
He's giving an attempt currently.
Yeah.
And this is...
I'm going to try to work on this while I do this episode.
This is... Listen, y'all. Trust
It's going
me.
to be an interesting
I know that it's not like as palpable entertainment as you would think it is, but trust me, this is fun because he is 100% gonna cuss this up.
We're not in the same route right now, so I got to move around. All right, so let's do that.
What did we? How did? It was something with the map. Like, what did they give us in Crystal that was like the new
Poke gear?
Yeah, that's what it was. That was a cool addition. I remember
Why?
that part.
The phone calls are annoying. Like I'm in the middle of doing this.
In the battle. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of doing this, and like I gotta like take phone calls left and right. They're like, "Come battle me," and I'm like, "Leave me alone." Dana Lass.
I liked it because it gave like the NPCs value, which is something I don't know if they've gone back to, because they kind of make like certain NPCs like you battle them again, like the 3 sisters and Arceus.
They're annoying.
They're incredibly annoying,
But they give me nuggets, so I'm great with that.
But like I think it was a lot better, and I hope it's something that they explore in Violet and Scarlet. Scarlet and Violet. I don't know why I did it the other way.
What? It doesn't matter. Do you have a bias against Scarlet?
No, it's just it sounded weird the way that I said that.
Barlet and Skylet?
Because it'd be like saying blue and red.
Varlet?
Varlet? Harlet?
Skylet?
Skylet?
I'm confused.
But I wanted the NPC having value outside of like one battle, and then they just stand there for the rest of the game saying the same phrase.
It's just a little weird because, like, why would you stand there? Why don't you just move around?
Yeah,
I think they should move around.
I do too. Like, just, I mean, I don't know how much that like messes up the code, or if they like, you know, maybe I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, what I've been doing this week, as you make your attempt, I've been trying to get back into like playing a lot of the games that were on my necessary Nintendo Switch list.
What?
So before I got my Switch, like I would watch, like I normally do, all of like IGN and GameStop and see what were the top reviewed games on Switch. And so before I got it, I had a list of games that I was going to buy or get when I got it.
You use reviews to buy stuff?
Not reviews. I would use things like Twitch and just watching general lore or gameplay.
Okay.
So the reviews would somewhat matter, but they weren't as important as like, oh, this looks fun.
Okay. So what are you playing?
Golf Story.
What the hell is that?
So Nintendo used to make these games like Mario Tennis and stuff like that on like the Game Boy.
Those are the wackest games ever.
No. Like you're thinking about the ones where it's just like Mario and them. But they had this one game that was amazing that I actually have on my DS. Where it's like an RPG style kind of game of tennis. Mm-hmm. And they have the best RPG style games where you're like, oh, this is cool. It's like if you take certain elements of Pokemon and you place them in sports games where a lot of the stuff would kind of be boring otherwise. And then you're like more aware of different things. It's just really fun to play, even with people using these super moves and stuff, which you don't even encounter until like the end of the game when you go against everybody in the Princess's Kingdom or whatever. But anyway,
God damn it.
Long story short, people have been wanting them to make games like that again for years. Mm-hmm. And so obviously the people who made Golf Story were people who used to play those older games and decided to make this game in that funny, really cool humored way. And they've given us an experience in this game that I think is really fun. And I got to playing it again because I got pretty close to beating it, but probably like Pokemon or something came out and I got caught up in it and I didn't go back.
Is it just me or I still don't understand the plot of this game?
Oh, I guess I didn't really explain that. So let's see. It's basically like Caddyshack. You've never seen Caddyshack? Oh. Well, so to explain Golf Story, no. It's basically like this average golfer who doesn't really have any talent and they are sure to let him know at every chance that they get, ends up getting on this pro tour, and you have all these golf courses which are like really funny. They just make fun of golf, but you're actually playing. You have to play really good. Think about kind of what it is that you're doing. Get different clubs and
so close.
What, you got 2 shakes?
No, he's like in the same area, but running away from me. So I can't pursue now. I have to like go to a different route and then come back.
But yeah, so it's just like as I keep saying, like I'm working on it, but it's a really fun, kind of relaxing game. Uh-huh. Like even though there are intense things that you have to do, they even have frisbee, like frisbee golf. And
what is fun to you?
RPG style things, and I love golf games. I really do love golf games. I don't know why though. I cannot explain that part to you.
How do you define fun?
I don't want that.
Parties?
Fun.
Threesomes?
And whoa, no. Fun to me in gaming specifically is.
I like how you diverted there. Very specific.
Very specific. Is basically tailored to one of two things. Can I play this in my leisure? Leisure.
It doesn't matter.
I've heard it both ways. Is my number one.
Niche.
So Kirby I can play when I'm relaxing and be relaxed. I can play Minecraft sometimes and be relaxed because...
Wait a minute. Do you rage out in Minecraft?
Listen, man. You would... So here's the situation. So in the same situation of you trying to catch Raiku, try like having a lot of good material. You got some diamonds or you got... Because it's really hard to get diamonds in Minecraft. And
what materials do you need to get diamonds?
Well, first of all, you have to be able to get to an iron pickaxe, which is relatively easy depending upon what kind of map you're on.
But what materials?
Like an iron. You need you need iron, you need sticks, you need a lot of iron.
Wait a minute. So the tool is what you need to get diamonds.
Yeah. Oh, you don't Minecraft. Thank you.
No.
This in my mind, I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Our definitions of fun are different.
And then the second half of that is like the harder games, which would be like a Breath of the Wild.
Which you never play. You never beat.
I'm working on it.
They're not working on it.
It's next on the list.
Sure.
It is. But
It's been how many minutes and I still haven't encountered this thing?
oh wow. I hadn't
It's
even
just
noticed
running
you hadn't
away from
encountered it. But yeah, it's those kind of things where there's a difficulty or there's lore involved.
You love lore.
I love lore. Like it just means you really care about your game.
I'm judgy right now.
But I love lore, man. It's the best. It means you didn't just like make a game and give up on it. Like there were stories you wanted to tell. Or maybe it's been 5 or 10 years and you like have a reference to red or blue in your game. Like Legends Arceus has so many references to Diamond and Pearl and other games that I was like, yep.
I'm not a fan of Diamond and Pearl, by the way.
I'm not either. I'm just gonna...
The characters are really dumb. The characters are really dumb in Arceus as well.
All of them? Or did you not have any like cool characters?
Yeah, every character except for me is is dumb.
Oh man, I didn't know you felt so strong.
I don't like the characters. They talk too much.
I mean, you don't talk though.
That's
so
the point.
Somebody has to talk. Like otherwise, we would have. Could you imagine if everybody just? I don't even know what that game would be at that point if nobody talked because the main character does.
My point is that I have to mash the A button more than I mash all the other buttons. That's a problem for me.
So did Zelda bother you?
Yes.
We talked about this. Yes, you are that guy.
Yeah, just like I don't need cutscenes or story. I build my own story.
Okay,
That's why I'm here.
Wait.
That's why I'm the hero. That's why I got the Master Sword.
So now I need to ask what's fun to you because this is getting like you have a strict guideline. Like you think I have a loose guideline because I like have fun with golf games. You're like wanting to take cutscenes out of an amazing game.
The fun to me is having absolutely no help no clues, and just figuring it out. No cutscenes either.
So it's very red and bluish.
I guess. But even then,
I mean, what real help outside of the Game Informer, which wasn't even official, coming like to where there were inaccuracies in the guide, so we could still end up lost.
I was driving to work the other day and I saw a Mew truck. I was gonna take a picture, but I was driving too fast.
Also, that like you want to go back to that time where like we believed that.
I just want to go back to a time where games are hard and have some challenge.
Okay, play Elden Ring or any Dark Souls game.
I'm good.
Why?
They look boring.
Oh my God, no! They are. If you want hard, there's your hard. Or get Mario Maker too.
Why was that the sound effect for Mario Maker?
It was for the joke earlier.
But we missed it.
I did.
What? Sound effects out of context.
Out of context.
I still haven't encountered this thing, by the way. We need to move on to our next thing.
Yeah, but long story short, like I do think that would be something. If you're just looking for difficulty spikes of game being hard, those are the games for you.
Yeah, that's my challenge to you is play only hard games from now on.
No. Listen, when I do hard games, like I remember I didn't beat God of War 3 because there was this,
that was a nice one.
There was this gauntlet.
I wrecked that one.
Of enemies that you had to do, like I think towards the end when you were trying to get to Pandora or whatever, and I just couldn't do it. I don't know what was going on. Like I beat all kinds of games, but it was just.
Speaking of hard, I've gotten to. I mean, you got to get your time in, man. I have the DLC for Breath of the Wild, and I've yet to. I've yet to. No, I'm not worried about that. That's dumb. I don't want to ride a motorcycle. I just want to do the hard stuff, like having a weapon that like one hit KOs and everybody else can one hit KO me. That sounds fun.
Again.
And I have to sneak around. They can't look at me. If they look at me, they gang up on me, and then I'm dead. Yeah.
Enjoy.
I'm going to take that challenge.
Let's get on.
I'm scared, though.
Let's get on to some good news. Tell the people about Miss Kentanji Brown.
I'm busy. You got to tell the people.
This guy. So, let me go over here to my notes.
I still haven't encountered this dude. It's been how many minutes? At least 15.
Oh, this is not going to give me what I want. This is just somebody saying that they are going to
give her a name. What is she doing?
Anyway,
first,
Kentanji Brown Jackson is being nominated or has been nominated to the Supreme Court. The reason that this is a big deal is because she is a black woman who is very accomplished in her job, and it's another case of representation matters, and we celebrate it when we see it, because it is just, I mean, it's just one of those things that like is forget it as I try to get to the freaking I was trying to get to the sound
to the applause.
Yeah.
Why don't
and
you
every
just
time
put the
I tap
applause
it,
on the thing on our thing?
Yeah, I do need to do that. But
so here's my thoughts about it, and here's what also is going on. This even though that she's been nominated, she has to be confirmed by the Senate. And because she's going through these confirmation hearings, they're putting her through the ringer and taking a lot of precious, they're just being really, really racist as they're scrutinizing her. And they've brought out things like the anti-racist baby book. They've talked about critical race theory. They have done all types of things to try to discredit her in these hearings. But yet it still feels as if it's optimistic for her to be approved.
Yeah, everybody is pretty much saying she
confirmed.
Even with the people who are saying, "Nah, I don't want to do it." There's more people who are gonna vote for her, and they're only opposing to say they opposed.
Yeah, which is I think is a problem for me, right? So as we talk about celebrating the fact that we have a black woman being nominated. Thanks. So awkward. As we celebrate that, I think it's really, really. I always say really, really. I think it's important that we acknowledge that these times are going to be challenging for her, and really they shouldn't be.
No. Because I don't even think what was the other nomination? Did his nomination not get off the ground? The one that Trump had when Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh Lord.
What?
I forgot the nomination that Trump had.
Oh, his nomination went through.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He's sitting.
Okay, that's what I thought. And I don't recall him. I mean, maybe I have to go back and look to see what whatever scrutinies outside of.
Oh, he was scrutinized on the opposite side.
Okay,
but he wasn't scrutinized in where his views on racism were like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, hey, you're black, so you must believe that like Americans are racist. Is that what you really believe in? You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't scrutinized that way.
What impartiality are people requesting when they don't have it?
I don't know what you mean by that.
So
damn it.
When you're asking that question, I'm saying to the question that they would be asking all these race questions, like, are you not this? What unbiased, determinations are you trying to make that you feel that you have? Because when you're asking that question, that would mean to say that you think she's going to make a choice if she's in that is based off of her race and feeling like some quote unquote feeling, and not actually knowing, but feeling like something is racist.
I think they want judges to be impartial, but no judge that sits is actually impartial.
That's the point I was getting to. Is what are you asking for that they again do not possess themselves in terms of what they're asking from her?
Right. So all of our justices are inherently have their own biases, and they are inherently political as well. Now, the court system is supposed to be apolitical, but that's not how that happens, right? No. So some different people's view of common sense is filtered through their own bias.
That makes sense. But I'm in looking at all of this. This is one of those huge moments to me. And it was really huge hearing Cory Booker talk to her. And the other thing that's like...
I missed my chance.
So, I don't know. I don't know if it's like disrespectful or just like not noticing how important this stuff is.
I don't know what you mean.
So when Cory Booker was talking to her, the thing that it was basically like celebratory kind of rooting for her. And he was saying, you remind me of my mom. Like working hard, you remind me of my sister. And he was fighting back tears because of how important this is. And it's in those moments that, like I said, I'm just excited for these moments in time where we're finally inch by freaking inch, or excuse me, centimeter by centimeter, getting to
metric system around here, baby.
that we're getting to where we need to be. And I still hate that, it's taken as long as it's taken to get to these points.
Well, my theory is that racism is on its dying leg. And we have individuals that are, well, I take that back. So I don't really believe that racism is going to go anywhere, but I think the way it looks like today, it is becoming less and less socially acceptable to be culturally and systemically racist without being called out.
Right. I agree on certain levels. I think that like the way these proceedings have gone, and the way there seems to be like a viewpoint and all this other stuff of her, speaks volumes to how loud it still is. But I do understand what you're saying. I do think that there is a change coming.
There's a change coming. We got nickels and pennies and dimes, quarters, half dollars.
What?
Silver dollars. There's a change coming.
You sound like a great value MLK.
That's the name of the episode. Great value MLK. I shop up and down these aisles looking for mayonnaise.
Whoa! Oh, yeah, man! Oh, gross!
I don't like Cool Whip.
Whip?
I can only deal with Great Value. That egged, oily stuff that separates in the plastic jar.
I had a REM.
What?
Like REM sleep. Oh. Can't say I have a dream.
Close.
Or no, I had a nap.
I had a nap today.
Because he can't have a dream if he didn't sleep long enough to have one.
I had a wet dream.
Yeah. But all of these things have led to where we're getting into positions. I think this is leading towards your point with her. If she gets in, because like I've seen stranger things happen, that's a start.
I think it is a start in a direction. I don't know what it ultimately means, because the Supreme Court is still pretty lean. Like it leans towards bias in one direction. So I think it's going to take a while to even like. I don't know. We got a long way to go. I feel. When it comes to sugar ducky,
You've encountered?
we in the same place. Oh yeah, let's go to the next thing.
Oh man, this is why I should have my. Hold on, guys.
Did you forget the next thing?
I did.
My phone's right here, but I'm busy trying to catch them all.
Now we get to talk about the coup de grace. We get to talk about some hip hop today, y'all. Arby's out here making diss tracks to McDonald's.
Can we play it? Yeah, we can play it.
We can play it.
Is it on your phone?
No.
Oh no. You're plugged in though. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So I'm gonna keep searching.
Do some.
See if I can encounter that. And we're gonna play this Arby's diss track. So if you don't know the story behind the diss. Pusha T has partnered up with Arby's to do a diss track for McDonald's Filet-O-Fish. And they have a new spicy fish sandwich. And the song is called the Spicy Fish Diss. Also, if you don't know much about the history of Pusha T and McDonald's, he's responsible, or at least partially responsible for the I'm loving it slogan.
That was an amazing transition.
So here it is. Spicy fish diss.
Yes, sir.
I'm the reason the whole world love it. Now I gotta crush it. Filet-O-Fishes. Then you should be disgusted. How dare you sell a square fish, asking us to trust it? A half slice of cheese, Mickey D's on a budget. Arby's crispy fish is simply it.
Go!
Lines round the corner, we might need a guest list. Eggs at stage left, the sandwiches taste fresh.
I'm focused, man.
Fish from a clown is basic.
It's basic.
Say less, this argument is baseless. Drowned in tartar, that Filet-O-Fish is
Tasteless.
See, Arby's only deals in the
Greatness.
I bet the house on it like it's Vegas. Look, I could sell water to a well. How could you ever think I'd fail? Yeah, the crispy fish sandwich blazing trails. The mother clown's just too frail. Yeah, if you know me and you know me well, all fish is gonna tip that scale.
This is a paid advertisement brought to you by the unrivaled, the unparalleled Arby's.
I just like.
Fade that bad boy out.
Oh my god. It did it itself.
It just abruptly stopped. What are your first impressions on that?
When I first heard it, I was like, he didn't have to go this hard for an advertisement. And
yes, you do.
You don't. You could have taken this like a joke. But when he goes and he has to stay in his pushing lane, like in a commercial.
But would he have been called whack if he didn't go hard?
Okay, I see what you're saying. But I still feel it's so weird to go into your D-boy bag of I could sell water to a whale. Like that line specifically sticks out to me because I'm like, that's Pusha T still being like, I'm Pusha T.
And it's a nod to Jay-Z, right? So,
You know.
I think and then there's a bit of a drug reference at the end, right? Fish and scale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real Pusha T-ish, and I'm like, that's why I was like, I don't know if you needed to come that hard.
I think the bars are hard. I think he referenced clown a little bit too much. You know what I mean?
But I also think it was so warranted because of. Here's what McDonald's did, and I'm sure we talked about it somewhere in the podcast. But
yeah, I got a new video coming out about it. It's going to be after this podcast is already released, so that video is out about the diss on my channel. Oh gosh,
there he is.
who is that?
Let's see what happens. We're gonna stop for a second.
I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to put him to sleep or use the Ultra Ball. What do you think I should do?
Do you not have quick balls?
I have to go pick them up. I don't have enough white apricorns to make like many of them.
I was gonna say I would personally quick ball.
It's a fastball in this game.
Oh, fastball. Like I would fastball.
Okay, so Ultra Ball is the only thing I got that's close to that. So let's use it.
Yeah. Okay, guys, hold on. Wait. Did we get it?
Say nah!
Is he gonna? Did he roar?
Oh, he fled. My soul.
Good luck with that, bruh.
I don't have any good luck here.
Um,
I think I gotta level up, and then come back with some more speed.
But watching your videos, I think will help people kind of understand. On top of him just being a businessman, so I don't think he has any.
Did we
Or
talk
actually, I
about the
don't
history? Is that where we?
That's where we're going.
Okay.
I don't know if he has any like actual residual beef with them For real, for real.
Residuals, because that's what the beef is about, right? So Pusha T, and I explained this in my video. He earned about $500,000 to $1 million and split that with his brother on this track. I think the sum total of the collaboration between McDonald's, Pharrell, Justin Timberlake was about $6 million. They put that into some music, and then out comes this slogan, "I'm loving it," and Pusha T doesn't have any residuals from it, whereas Arby's he does have residuals from. So Pusha T was featured on a song
because he helped with the it's like the commercial aspect of the doom doom dun 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 dun. We have the meats.
I was getting there.
Oh, sorry.
Pusha T was featured on a song.
Oh.
You just stepped all over me like bad Coke.
I'm focused, man.
What?
That's a reference, a drug reference. We're talking about Pusha T.
I got it. I'm like, man, listen, I did not know I was working with El Chapo.
Pusha T was featured on a song called "Burial" by Skrillex and another EDM artist. And on "Burial," it has the sound bump, 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 like Joe was saying, where they say we have the meats. And every time that's played in a commercial, Pusha T earns 40% of that bump, bump, bump.
Yeah.
So he does have residuals with Arby's. And so because of that partnership, it made sense for him to connect with Arby's, do this diss. And you told me that it was like 2 years in the making.
Mm-hmm. Like they meant to bring it out 2 years ago. And I think COVID is it's interesting how it affected the market way more than what any of us anticipated.
I don't know. It takes a long time for food stuff to be approved and for fast food.
But like I think that there was still, I think that they were probably ready to go. But that was also given, like, so 2 years ago is at this point 2020.
Yes. Here's my chance again.
But I think that it was just really, really difficult for them to do that during that time. Because, I mean, technically they probably still could have done it because people were doing fast food like...
Yeah, I mean...
Like lines
operations
of Coke.
don't stop. Like, fast food was still going because it's food.
Yeah. So they probably could have still done it. So I do wonder what the holdup was, but it has stopped up a lot of other things. I did want to talk about that, like in terms of the like gaming release schedules and how things have changed. But that's another.
Are you gonna eat this sandwich?
No. You know what's funny is I go to Arby. Whenever I go to Arby's, you said it with
so much disgust, and
I don't like fish sandwiches like that.
I don't like fish sandwiches either.
Like I eat catfish sandwiches.
Those are delicious. Or a catfish po' boy, straight from Baton Rouge. Have you ever had one?
I've had one in New Orleans, but
yeah. So you've had one.
Oh yes. Well, I had an alligator po' boy.
Nice.
Fire.
First time I went. Well, not the first time I went to Baton Rouge, but when I first was getting ready to move there, I had alligator.
Bruh, like it's just spicy chicken. Like I see why we always are saying everything tastes like chicken. It's like spicy, gamey chicken. It's what it tastes like to me.
If it's gamey, is it chicken?
I mean, no. Yeah, this was just interesting.
It's more like turtle.
I've never had turtle.
You haven't lived.
Have you had turtle?
We're not gonna talk about that here.
Oh wow, you've had Ninja Turtle. You ate Michelangelo.
No, Donatello, be specific.
Bruh, I will knock you out. That's why I said Michelangelo. You ain't gonna be eating the best turtle out here.
He's the best turtle?
Yes.
We're gonna have to talk about this on Gamer Bros. We can't do this. We can't have this argument right now.
All right, we'll save it.
He's not the best turtle bug.
He is. We'll pocket this.
No.
We're gonna pocket it because we about to talk about it. If you push me any further,
You keep pushing this subject.
but I think it's really cool. I honestly do think it's cool. Like for those who think it's like this has got to be the hardest hip hop advertisement because I was clowning Mary J for that. You know that Burger King commercial.
Yeah.
And I clown McDonald's for that. Girl, you got a 10-piece, don't be stingy. That crap.
That's the same singing that I talked about on that was on the slaughterhouse. Well, not the slaughterhouse.
It was.
Joel. Yeah, I guess.
Because initially it was the one that I was like, oh, this is what you mean. Also, I'm glad that came to an end. Yep, I called it. This is the majority of the time we are pretty clean, but I knew today would not be the day.
It's not. Avert your ears, children.
But yeah, Joe met up with Joel and Crooked, and they had a conversation.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. They said that it's everything's better. But whatever that means,
I think it just means they not beefing. I don't think that. But honestly, because I'm so skeptical of anything that happens in the public eye nowadays, I'm like, I feel like this was just a rollout for everything.
Their future moves.
Yeah.
It could be.
Because like they said,
a way to get them back into the spotlight.
You've been off of the label for a year. Like Joe had issues with Slaughterhouse being on Shady, amongst other things.
Shady?
And y'all were off for a year. And as they were talking about, and as we're in the middle of it, was another thing that really hit with me. It takes a while to get album stuff together, whether you're working with a label or not. You know, and I think that maybe there wasn't enough time, and I could just be an apologist for Joe because I tend to do that sometimes, given he's one of the artists.
They rushed that.
To do this, but
they rushed that out.
I do feel like they did. I don't feel like it was. I think that they were trying to garner a buzz that was going to be there for them regardless.
Yeah, without drinking.
Yeah. That's what you did do.
All right, so we've been here for a long. Stop calling me. I don't want to battle you, son. We've been here for too long.
But anyway, but yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you hit subscribe. On whatever device you're listening on. Because I always...
Why do we do this every time?
What?
We just don't know how to thank them.
Oh.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Sorry, I wanted to make it a little bit more intimate.
With all of them?
Oh, wow.
That's weird.
It's a little weird. I'm a little gun shy now. But thank you guys for listening. We really do appreciate it. I know that we're quirky and odd and we're blurty as hell.
Just dumb.
I love it.
Just straight up dumb.
Because we do this for no rhyme or reason. And a one and a two and peace.